In this flipped classroom presentation, students will learn about closing the sale and following up with customers after the transaction has been completed. First, it's important to understand what closing the sale actually means. During previous flip videos, we've talked about the approach, uncovering customer needs, and the product presentation. Objections are just questions, concerns, or hesitations that the customer has, and they're not always negative. Use your responses to set up the rest of your sale. If there's a disconnect between the item and the customer's original request, it may seem as though you're trying to make the item fit their needs. Remember not to be too pushy. If the customer is unsure that the features will deliver the desired benefits, reiterate or share additional product knowledge that supports the most important benefits to them. If the customer questions the price or the value, reassure them by comparing items to demonstrate differences in their costs. And if the customer is concerned that the recipient might not like the gift, provide reassurance that the return and/or exchange policy will allow them to select another item. If you do have a customer with a complaint, assure the customer that you'll get the problem resolved and keep your composure. Let the customer know that you understand his or her feelings by apologizing and thanking the customer for their time and interest. If you can't resolve it immediately, tell the customer when you'll have an answer. And focus on positive results, not what can't be done. The term close in a selling situation simply means that the customer has agreed to make a purchase. When helping to nudge the customer towards the purchase, allow the customer to shop as they wish, but be ready to answer questions if requested. When answering these questions, offer helpful suggestions, and be aware of verbal and nonverbal buying signals, which indicate that the customer is ready to close the sale. Suggestion selling is a technique that can be used in sales to encourage the customer to spend more without directly asking them to. Cross-selling is a common retailing suggestion selling method where complementary items are sold along with the original purchase. The reminder technique is used to remind customers about upcoming events or special sales, and upselling is used in business-to-business sales when larger quantities can often be purchased. Although not always used in retailing, developing a sales follow-up plan is a good idea in certain situations. A follow-up plan is all about getting feedback about how the sale went, both positive and negative, as well as to encourage future sales. A simple follow-up with in-store customers that you've previously helped includes asking them, how do you like your t-shirt, your hoodie, your joggers, as an example. The follow-up is more important with online customers, when you might need to ask things like, when do you want to pick up your items, and when would be a good time to do so. Although not ideal for a lot of retailers, returns are inevitable and part of the purchasing process. When a customer is there to make a return, make them feel at ease with their decision. Don't make them feel guilty. Get information to help them find a better solution. For example, maybe you can exchange an item instead of returning it. And return items should be viewed as an opportunity to better meet the needs of the customer.